Never came out here before, so why do you come out here now? You don't care. Don't act like
First you sit down, because you weren't here when I answered your question. I answered your question.
Mic check.
You have the microphone.
Mic check. Do it. Do mic check. You repeat what you
I understand. Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Good evening, everyone. I am Mary Stevenson. I have 3 children that graduated from here, and I have 2 more children that will be graduating pretty soon. I just want to say that it hurts and it's sad that when it comes to making decisions, the top and the head get to say what they want, but nobody comes to the parents and see how we feel about it. These children love PS215. Ms. Hoffman came here every day when she had a cast on her foot and walked through this school every day. Never stayed home. Even when there was things going on, they come to your house, they go find the kids that leave the building. We have a wonderful staff here, and it hurts to my heart that every time something happens, it's the minorities that take the back end of this. And it has to stop. The mayor and everybody that's making these decisions got to stop. It's not about y'all, it's about our future. And if you're telling us this is how our future is going to be, what do you tell these babies? When people are hungry, 215 knocks on your door and bring you a package, and they make sure that you have something to eat. If you close this school down, what are y'all going to do? What are y'all going to do? Ask the mayor, what is he going to do? Stop sitting up there and come down here and see what we need. Ask us questions before y'all make these decisions. It's sad that we live in this community and we can't even get nothing done. Every time we come to these meetings, nothing gets done. Y'all have to stop, because when you mess with a child, an angry parent is coming. And the Bible says, when you mess with his little ones, you might as well take a rope and tie it around your neck and jump in the river, because God is coming.
I blame her. I dealt with her, so I know can nobody tell me nothing. I blame you 3, the Chancellor, Ms. Bay, Ms. Hoffman, and Mr. Bloomberg. I blame all of y'all for this school being the way it is right now, because we shouldn't be here right now. It shouldn't have been failing 3 years before somebody decides something got to be done. Yeah.
Mr. Chancellor, I believe in your initial presentation you mentioned that schools that are phased in have demonstrated to have been doing quite well as opposed to schools being phased out. And I don't know if you said it in those words, but my point being this, that there is a record that shows that the mayor's schools, between 10 or 20 that were phased in to schools being phased out, are now on the list to be closed as well. So my question becomes, what is the advantage of this whole phase-in, phase-out process if the results are worse than the results you got that help you determine that you're going to close out these schools? Second to that, over the last 4 years, this school has progressively gone from an A to an F. But the staff and the leadership team that was in place when it was graded an A is still here today. And so they will clearly indicate that resources that were needed to provide the services that these children needed and these parents needed to enhance their academic levels were either shortchanged or no change. Now, we stand very strongly in opposition of the justification for reorganizing this school, because we have nothing that indicates there was an effort to do anything to try to save this school. My wrap-up is very clear. Don't close this school.
And I want to clarify, there was a gentleman who spoke and indicated that this school would turn into a charter school. We have not indicated that. That is not the case at all. As I indicated in my opening remarks, that it will be a new district school that will be replacing the school itself. So I just wanted to clarify that for the audience directly. Now, in reference to the issue of the curriculum itself, I mean, what we try to do is find a variety of different strategies to improve the schools, and we've worked with the principal, the superintendents here, the network, and others to try to support the school. And then what we've done is that we've seen over the years, for a variety of reasons, that we're not indicting the teachers, we're not indicting the principal, we're not indicting the parents. It's just, unfortunately, this school has had poor performing grades. And while people say we shouldn't be closing it, our thing is that schools should be really at a high performing level, and overall for the schools that we've created throughout the city, they have outperformed the schools that they have replaced. And even with the schools that we've created that we are phasing out or closing, that's holding those schools accountable as well. Just because we created a school, if the school is not doing well, that's not going to mean that we're going to leave that school open. We want to make sure that every school, folks, listen, I'm not going to go. This is how we're going to deal with it. I'm not getting into that today.
You can leave because you ain't never came out here before, so why do you come out here now? You don't care. Don't act like
First sit down, because you weren't here when I answered your question. I answered your question honestly.
Why you never came to Far Rockaway?
No, there's no excuse me in this part of the discussion.
All right.
I was respectful and listened to the questions that were posed. And folks, if we're going to get to this particular point, then I think you're being disrespectful to the other people who want to hear the question and answer.
No, answer my question.
I can't. I'm not going to do it this way. I am not going to do it this way. Plain and simple.
My friend.
No, I am not. No. There's a format. It's not a cop-out because I am here. And folks, if you want to respond to the question, I'll give you a response. But beyond that, I'm not going to get into that back and forth. Plain and simple. There's no respect. I appreciate the respect, but there's no back and forth right now.
All right.
Sir, if you have a question you'd like submitted into the record, we can get you a note card and we can take that tonight. But we have a couple more questions we're going to go through for responses.
With all due respect, with all due respect. No, with all due respect.
I agree. Okay. So, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. I do have So we have the speaker sign-up list open. We are going to follow the process as we've stated it. So we have two more questions. Excuse me.
I hear you.
2 more questions.
And then what happens?
And then we're going to hear from the council members.
I will never step on the toes of the council person, but with all due respect, I have a question that was not answered, and it's based on a statement that the Chancellor made.
Can she have the microphone?
Mic check.
Can she have the microphone?
Mic check. Do it. Do mic check. You repeat what she says.
I understand. Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Guys, can everybody listen? She's going to ask a question.
I need to ask a question. The statement was made that phase-in schools, and it was addressed earlier, have done better than the existing schools. I understand of the 33 turnaround schools that have just been posted to close, to phase out. We have schools that have gone from C's to B's to A's, and they are on that list. We demand to know why a school with an A would be on a turnaround list if your statement is so that the schools that are doing well should not close. We need to know the answer, Chancellor.
Okay, thank you very much.
So let me do one thing. This is not a UFT chapter meeting. So let me be very clear about this. It's not. This is about PS 215, and we are here for PS 215. So no, listen. You don't. I don't care. Let's be trying to like it doesn't intimidate me at all. So let's get that clear, right? Nice try, but it's not going to work. Go back to your boss with that.
Go back to where you live at. You don't live in Far Rockaway. Get out of here.
No.
Go back to where you live at.
That doesn't work with me. That doesn't work with me.
You don't work with us.
Don't work.
You don't work with us.
As I indicated.
You can't do Far Rockaway because this school is closed. You don't care about Far Rockaway. Get out of here. Go back to where you live at.
You said you don't care what nobody says, and I'm trying to tell you. This is about the kids here. This is about the kids here, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Don't put words in my mouth. We may disagree. I understand.
Hey, I totally disagree with you.
Do not put words in my mouth.
Well, if you don't come on here and say you don't care,
I didn't say
I gotta care. My child go to this school.
You never heard me say I don't care.
You know, this is about, wait up, this is about the teachers. If you want to be a leader, then lead.
Thank you so much. Need to make a comment this evening.
Who said you don't need to implement what you're trying to do? What's wrong with all of you?
How are you?
Can you give us any specifics about what resources? You said that you basically were providing resources for the school. Can you tell us specifically what you provided?
Well, technically, the meeting is over, and so I don't know if I should even be doing that at this point. The school does have a network leader, so in terms of the resources,
the network leader's not here?
I don't see her at this moment. She was here.
She was here. You know her name?
Her name is Patricia Tubity, but I don't really see her at the moment. But then too, I don't have my...
Can I ask the question? You don't have to answer it. Okay, so the question is, what resources did they give you? You don't have to answer that. That they claim that it sounds to me like he was somewhat throwing you under the bus. He said, well, compared to your peer schools, you all got the same budget, and it was up to the principal to use the money. And implied in that, you don't have to answer this, was that somehow certain people did certain things and maybe you didn't others. The other thing I would just raise is that you seem to have a more senior staff, and if the pool of the money is the same for a school that has a younger staff, does that affect the same pool of money, and are they taking that into account? Again, you don't have to answer.
I couldn't answer that for you. I couldn't answer the second part for you anyway.
I got you.